All right. All right. So before I actually completely dive into this thing, first and foremost, we want to give honor to God for definitely being the navigational system in our lives. Without God, we are nothing and we have nothing. So that's Kristy and I. That's our foundation. We're Christian based, so we definitely want to give God first and foremost, surrender our blessings and our profits and our business, and so we want to do that. And with that being said, we want the same for you guys, right? We pray that you guys are blessed. Pray that your ears are open, your hearts are open to receive the information that we're going to share tonight. All right. All right. So we do this every Sunday and Wednesdays. All right, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and Tuesday, Thursday, starting next week, we'll do the beginner's trading class. All right. So this is Introduction to Forex. All right. So before we start that, we'll go ahead and just read a disclaimer real quickly here.
All right. Every effort is being made to accurately represent these services. We just can't guarantee that you'll earn any money, as it depends on the person using the products, services, ideas, and techniques provided, and you are responsible for all taxable income as an independent business owner. Now, what we're going to go over is a quick agenda. We're going to talk about what is Forex, the basics of Forex, and how you can start making money two ways. Back to you, Chee.
All right. So what is Forex? Okay, so Forex stands for foreign exchange. And so it's a $6.8 trillion market. It's actually like 7.4 now. We probably need to update that part in the slide. Yeah. But it's a $1 trillion market. So basically, it's really the largest financial market in the world. And if you've heard about the stock market, it's kind of similar to that, except you're trading currencies instead of stocks. Okay. And so one of the biggest institutions that actually capitalize on this is the banks, right? And there's a old saying, there's some truth to all rumors. And so there's this rumor that goes around that the banks take your money and they're going to be doing something with it and all this other stuff. And so that rumor is true, all right? So Forex is what the banks use to make money off of you. If you have overdraft fees, all those bank fees, they take that money, they put it in the Forex market, and they make millions of dollars. And I'll show you in a few minutes here how lucrative this thing can actually be. All right. Most of us have probably done a foreign exchange and didn't realize it. So if you've ever traveled out of the country and you arrived at your destination, you had to exchange your currency that you have for the local currency at your location. Well, that transaction is a foreign exchange. Okay. So what we're going to do is just expand on that on a global side so that you understand how money actually works, because that's the key to this, right? Understand how money works. So what is the basics to foreign exchange trading or trading itself? Well, the first thing to do is when you're traveling a lot of places, you guys learn the airport codes, right? So if you go to LA, you learn like LAX is the place to go. If you go to Atlanta, ATL. So wherever your city is, you kind of pick up on the airport code because you travel a lot and you want to know that. Well, when you get into Forex, the first thing you want to know is the currency pairs. So we all know USD. So we wouldn't like to know more about the other ones. So EUR, we would say is euro. JPY is the Japanese yen. GBP is the British pound. CHF is the Switzerland franc. CAD is the Canadian dollar. AUD is the Australian dollar. NZD is the New Zealand dollar. All right, so it's definitely important that you understand your currency pairs. All right, so most of us have done some kind of trading in our lives. All right, most people, they trade their talents for money, right? So you go to work, you put in the time, and you get a paycheck for that, right? And so what we want to teach you now is how money's going to work for you, where you can trade and actually have free time to do the things that you want to do. So when we're talking about trading itself in the foreign exchange market, do understand that when you have that time to trade, you can trade anywhere in the world, just as long as you have a smartphone, a laptop, iPad and you have the internet or you have Wi-Fi, you can actually trade anywhere in the world, right? Because technology is different now. All right. Just to let you guys know, the market, the foreign exchange market, is actually open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week when we're talking about currency. And if you're talking about cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, you can actually trade that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All right. So when we talk about actual trade, when it comes to the Forex market, what we're talking about is actually leveraging money to generate money, right? We trade cents for dollars. We make money within minutes, seconds, or even hours. All right. So the goal to do when you're actually trading is that you want to maximize your wins so that you rarely lose. All right. You learn when to buy, when to sell, and when to do nothing in the market. And when we say maximize your wins, we're not talking about gambling or Vegas, right? We're really talking about maximizing your profits so that you don't lose money when you go in here and you start trading, okay? And so it's important to understand it's a skill set that you're going to be learning here that you can utilize in the foreign exchange market. So when we're talking about the foreign exchange market and going into trading, there are two things that you have that's relevant to if you're in a stock market or foreign exchange market. It's buying and selling. So a buy market is when the market prices are going up or rising, and we call that a bull market. And when the market prices are going down, we call that a sell or a bear market. All right, so it's important to learn some of these terminologies. You probably have heard some of this stuff before, but probably didn't know what it really meant. But that's okay. That's why we're here, right? We're going to learn how all this stuff works. All right. So now that we learned our currency pairs, we learned what we really need to be trading, leveraging money. We got to understand how to actually go into to trading itself. Well, the first thing you got to have is a brokerage account, okay? And so if you watch television, you're probably seen some brokers on there, didn't realize what they were. If you see E-Trade, they're a brokerage company. TD Ameritrade, they're a brokerage company. We use Hugo's Way or LQDFX. There's a number of brokers out there. But what you have to do is that you would have to find a broker that's going to let you deposit a very minimal amount of money and then let you trade on that money and then let you go ahead and withdraw that money to your bank account without a lot of fees. So that's the whole key to what we want when it comes to trading. You got to get a brokerage account, be able to go into market and actually trade. And so the platform that we trade is MT4 or what we call MetaTrader 4. Okay, that's the software that we go on there and trade on. So what I'm going to show you guys now is how to convert currency. All right. So we know how the currency pairs work. We know how the trade works. We've learned how to bull and bear market. All right. This is the bread and butter right here, being able to convert a lot size. So when we say a lot size, and I'll show you guys what this lot size look like on the MetaTrader 4 software. Traditional math has taught us 0.01 is 1 penny. Well, in the Forex market, we have to convert that. And how you convert that is you move the decimal one place to the right. So that 1 penny now becomes 10 cents. And 0.10 lot size that looks like 10 cents is actually $1 because we're moving a decimal one place to the right. 1.00 lot size, that is really $10, moving the decimal one place to the right. So you always move the decimal one place to the right. 10.00 is really 100. 100.00 lot size is really 1,000. So what we're going to do here is a little exercise so that you guys, so I can make sure you guys understand how this works. All right, so if I have a 0.70 lot size and you want to convert that, anybody, what is that in US dollars?
Bill Gates, even your boy Donald Trump, you know, they $7.
Huge basement, family room.
All right.
$7.
2.00.
I have very little.
$20.
But I have 3 cats here.
All right, that is $20. All right, if you have 0.05,
50 cents.
50
50
cents.
cents. Excellent.
Yes. So,
All
you know,
right.
I just
2.10.
business
$21.
I just went where,
$1.
you know, do your bank.
All right. The last one, 11.00.
110.
$110.
110. Excellent.
$110.
All right. So now that we've actually learned how to convert currency, it's important. I have one more in here, guys. I'm sorry, I did my slide. So that'd be, we convert up to $15. Excellent. So now that we actually learn how to convert all these currency pairs, and now we know how to convert the lot sizes, it's important to know the difference, because when you start trading, and I'll show you in a second on the software, it's a huge difference when you think it's 70 cents and it's really $7. When you think the lot size is 2.00, looks like $2 and it's really $20. That can affect a whole lot when it comes to trading. All right. And so when you actually get into this thing, we're going to start trading. We'll learn how to put the lot sizes in when we start doing the beginners class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But another thing I want you guys to know and learn is something called a PIP. Whenever you're doing any kind of trading or Forex, you'll hear something that says PIPS, okay? What does the PIP stand for? It's actually point in percentage. It's the measurement of the price going up and down. So the movement in the market itself, right, is what we call the measurement of PIPS. So this is an example here of a buy trade, right? Remember, buy is going up. So you see this little thing, we call this a candlestick, right? In the beginners class that we'll be teaching, we'll go over what that is. But this is what we call a candlestick. So when you take notes tonight, understand what this means, all right? So in this buy trade here, the first thing you want to do is you want to go in at your entry point, right? Any trade, wherever you go into the trade, it's called an entry point. The other part that you want to profit, we call take profit, or TP. So that's the entry point, and then the take profit. That's where you're going to get your money. In this case, of course, this is going up, right? It's a buy trade, so the take profit is on the top. Now, let's just say, for example, you put in that trade, you say your take profit is up here, and it's not going to go the way you want it to go. Well, guess what? We have something called a stop loss, okay? And so a stop loss means that I don't lose all my money, because this is a market that we're going into. We're going to foreign exchange market, and we're learning how to trade. So if this thing, I put in a trade and I say, okay, this thing going up, but the market starts dropping. Well, guess what? All of a sudden now, I risk losing all my money. Well, guess what? We don't want to do that, okay? We don't want to lose all our money. So what we want to do now is understand that whenever you put a trade in, you must put in a stop loss. You can do two things when you go into a trade and it doesn't go the way you want it to go. You can do it manually and just get out of the trade, or it hits your stop loss. If this was a sell trade, then it will be the opposite, right? It'll be going down. And then if for some reason the market didn't work the way we wanted to and it started going up, we'll put a stop loss on the top. All right, so the stop loss goes in the opposite direction of whatever the trade I'm putting in. If I'm putting in a buy trade, the stop loss is going to be below my entry point. If I'm doing a sell trade, the stop loss will be above my entry point, right? It's the opposite of where I'm actually putting in the trade. So a lot of times when you start getting into foreign exchange or Forex or learning this stuff, people always want to know how to calculate the pips. How you calculate it? Well, this is something real quickly. Again, we'll go over this in a more advanced, the second level, which is the beginners class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But if you just, you want to catch on real quickly here, how you calculate pips is that you have your entry point minus your exit point, or your TP or SL, and that will give you the number of pips. You always take off the last number. So you will have 1.1200, and then it's 1.1900. So you'll take off the last number, you subtract it, and then you'll see how many pips that you have. All right? So let's look at how this actually, how it actually moves all together. So if I have a lot size of 0.10 and the price moves up, because it's a buy trade, 10 pips, for example. The first thing we got to do is convert that, okay? So we convert the lot size, 0.10 that we learned is actually $1. Multiply that by 10 pips. Remember, the pip is the movement of the price that's going up and down in the market. So the movement, it moved 10 times 1 is $10. So from a $1 trade, I've just made $10. So let's look at another thing. When we're talking about trading and the stop loss and stuff like that, you got to have good risk management. That is something that we'll expand on a little bit later, but you always got to use wisdom in what you're trying to do, right? So, for example, if I have a lot size of 0.05 and I set my stop loss and I risk 30 pips, well, how do I calculate that? Well, we know the first thing you got to do is convert the lot size, which is 0.05, 50 cents. You multiply that by 30 pips, and this is what I end up risking. Right? So if the trade doesn't go the way I wanted to go, then my stop loss is set at me losing $15. Well, let's do the opposite of that. Let's say to take profit. Well, how much would I get if I go ahead and multiply that? How much would my reward or take profit would be if I was to go ahead and take profit, get the win, and it was 90 pips? Well, multiply that 90 times 50 cents and $45. So now you know how this actually works. This is what the banks do with your money, okay? So if 50 cents can net $45, you can imagine what they're doing with your 401k, your savings account, or your checking account, okay? They're making money hand over fist, so to speak. So this right here is what everything looks like when it all comes together on the software MetaTrader 4. So what I want to show you guys is what you see here. Euro to USD is the currency pair, right? We learned that in the beginning. The next thing you see is a buy trade. And right next to that is a 3.00. That is your lot size. Now, what we learned tonight is 3.00 is not $3, right? It is $30 because you have to move the decimal one place to the right. The next thing you see right under that is the 1.12643. That is your entry point. That's where you got into the trade. And then the 1.12884, that is your take profit or wherever you got out the trade. But that is where you got your profit or your TP or take profit. That is a date and time of the actual trade. And this is the amount that you made, $723. That's your profit on this trade. So from a $30 buy trade, this netted $723. That is somebody's paycheck in a week off of one trade. $30. Imagine your bank account got $30 in it. The bank just made $723 off your 30. Now, this particular trader, this is what they traded for the entire week. And so they netted a profit of $12,631.50. Their initial deposit in their brokerage account is $2,002.31. So their total altogether is $14,633.81. All right. So let's look at the opposite of that, because remember in the beginning, I always tell you guys you want to maximize your wins, right, and not your losses. So same Euro to USD, same buy trade, lot size is 2.00, which is not $2, but actually 20. So the 1.13258 is the entry point. Now the 1.13109, that is your stop loss, okay? Or when you got out the trade because it wasn't going in the direction that you wanted. And in this case, this particular trader lost $298 on this trade. Now let's look, we just looked at a couple buy trades. Let's look at a sell trade. So look at another currency pair, GBP USD. Sell trade and 7.50 lot size. Now we know that's not $7.50. That is $75 because we're moving a decimal one place to the right. We see the entry point. We see the take profit. right below it. Then we see the date and time on the right. And then right below that is $2,047.50. That is the profit from that trade. So from a $75 trade, this person made $2,047.50. That is somebody's salary for 2 weeks, working 80 hours. That is somebody's for a month, depending what kind of job you have, on one trade. There's power in money, okay? So now we're going to look at something here, right? There's the old state. How many millionaires do you know who have become wealthy by investing in a savings account, right? So I rest my case. According to Robert G. Allen, he's absolutely right. I don't know too many millionaires who just put money in a savings account. It's not going to net you anything. So this is actually my results, all right? This is about a week ago. I got in US 30, which is something called indices. So again, we'll go over that in the beginner's trading class. So this is something that you can trade. You can trade currency, you can trade indices, you can trade metals like gold. So there's a number of things you can actually trade in the foreign exchange market. So in this particular case, I jumped in US 30 in the indices. I did a sell trade 0.09, which we know now is 90 cents. And from that, I netted a $243 profit. Then I did another sell trade again. Then it was 175. Then I did another sell trade, 171. Then did a buy trade, 126. So as you guys can see, it didn't take long, but I just kept doing it over and over again. And so for the day, I netted a profit of $1,001.61. There is power in money, okay? 90 cents netted me $200-something. If I gave you 90 cents, you gave me $200-something, I'm doing pretty good. 243. I mean, this is the power of Forex trading. Let your money work for you. This is what the 1% does. Okay? So now I'm going to show you guys another trader. And so this particular person here, of course, we all would like to have $12,000 in a week trading or make $1,000 a day trading. All of that sounds great. But if you're just getting into this thing, well, let's look at something more realistic, right? So this particular trader here took $9, 0.90 is what they did a buy trade and won like $8. And then the next trade was $11 and $16 and $17. So they ended up having $584 a day trading. Let's do a little bit of calculation here real quickly, okay? So let's round this up to $500 a day. So this person did $500 a day trading. Remember, the market is open 5 days a week. That is $2,500 a week trading. Multiply that by 4 weeks in a month, $10,000 a month trading, 10 grand. Well, what can we do with 10 grand? Well, let me just show you a quick example of what you can do with $10,000 if you choose to. For $10,000, guys, okay? This is $1 million home. This is the mortgage calculator thing that they have. If you take that $10,000 as a down payment to the 30-year fixed mortgage on $1 million home, you're looking at $6,442. Okay? Now, all of a sudden, that $10,000 don't look too bad. Now, you're probably going to make a little bit more because you got, HOA fees and all that other stuff. But my point here is so that you understand how money works for you. Understanding that you can live in $1 million home if you choose to, off of just simply making $500 a day trading. Everybody may not want to live in $1 million home. If you have a car note that you want to pay or a car you want to pay off, right? You can do all that kind of stuff. All I'm trying to show you here is how easily you can make money in Forex trading. That's what you got to learn from this. You could change generations with this. You can teach your kids this, right? You can teach your parents this. Break generational curses in your family. Your kids could go to better schools and a better school district, all right? If your husband and wife team, if you making $500 and he or she's making $500, that's $1,000 a day trading. Or let's do one better, $250 a piece. I just showed you how easily that is from trading. So the next thing you have to do is find the right platform to trade. Find the right platform to trade on, because you want to be able to find a platform where you can learn this skill set and it will benefit and be profitable. Okay? Well, we have found one. It's where we are now. It's called Tradera. Okay? Tradera is the best platform out there. Tradera is a financial services provider offering Forex education, trading, and training. It's like an online school. It was founded in 2019 by two guys, Cody Sell and Easton Harris, both like 24 years old. Yeah, these are young guys. Right? And the company is based in Dallas, Texas. So what do you get with Tradera? Okay? With the platform Tradera, you get on-demand trading education, trade alerts, market analysis from the CEOs, small study groups, right? Trading strategies. You get to find out what trading strategy works for you. Master trading techniques. We have master traders who actually go on our Telegram. You'll see when they have their live sessions. You can get on there. For the live trading sessions, you do something called copy and paste. And that's what's important, all right? Then, once you get in, you get to go ahead and be part of a great Facebook and Telegram community, because we are a team here, okay? You learn about the market forecast. Then you learn how candlesticks actually work, their candlestick Bible or candlestick guideline. The cost for all of this is $99 a month. Nothing is free. Now, I just showed you how to trade. Okay, you'll make more than $99 in a trade. This is the most economical thing I have ever found for that price. I got shoes cost more than $99. I do. I got clothes cost more than $99, and I'll do you one better. You will spend more than $99 by the end of the week. Whether you're buying groceries or paying bills, doing something, you're going to spend more than $99. Why not invest in you? Okay? So when you get in, right, Megan put together a wonderful playbook. Follow the playbook. So once you sign up, you get in, you get to follow that playbook. When you follow that playbook, it takes you in, so you can log in. You will log in once you sign up, you get in the platform, you get to something we call here our back office. In this back office, right, you will go ahead and click on Trade Academy. Click on Client, click on Trade Academy, and what happens is that it takes you to the back office and you start learning some of the stuff that I was trying to show you guys. It goes into more detail, the overview, the asset classes, trading terminology, trading basics, trading analysis, support and resistance, so forth and so on. Now, we will go ahead and go deeper into that in our beginner's trading class. But this is just an example to show you that all the education is right there for you. So in week one, once you sign up and you start getting into this education, okay, you'll be able to set up a demo trading account. You don't want to get a live one yet. You just want to get a demo one set up, right? The platform that we use is Hugo's Way. So we'll go ahead and get you a demo set up. You can go in the back office, start looking at those videos. Some are short, some are a little bit longer, but you'll have to dedicate certain times in a segment of a day to go in there and start learning this stuff. And what we'll do is we'll show you how to risk management, when to enter the market, take a trade, how to calculate your risk and reward, which we did a little bit of that, all right? You're going to recognize support and resistance, find trends in the market, understand market structure, master the candlesticks, all right? We're going to provide software that we use, which is the MetaTrader 4. So we'll show you how to download MetaTrader 4 and how to actually start using it, all right? Then we're going to share broker names with you. Now, Tradera does not have a broker that they work with, right? It's your responsibility to find out the best broker that's going to work for you. Now, I can offer you some names, which I did, like TD Ameritrade or E-Trade or Hugo's Way, but you'll find the one that best suits you when you decide to go ahead and do so, all right? You're going to find several trading strategies when you start going into the back office looking at those videos. Choose the best one that works for you. I figured out one that currencies didn't really do it for me. Indices worked better for me. So I started trading on indices, right? So when week 2 comes along, you should be able to choose a currency pair, Euro to USD, right? So I would really choose about 3, but to be honest with you, you really should choose one and just focus on that one currency pair, just to start, just so you can kind of learn it. When you focus on that one currency pair, then I would recommend you going into a live session, 2 to 3 week live session. Now, after this class that we're doing here, we have a new beginners class. So I recommend you get into the new beginners class before you start doing any live sessions. So that when you go into the new beginners class, you start understanding a little bit more about MetaTrader 4 and the charts and the candlesticks. So that when you go to a live trading session, you don't want to spend all the time asking a live trader, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? What does this mean over here? When it's really something that's from the back office. You want to be able to let that trader get in their trade so that you can see what they're doing and be profitable. Right? So we're going to pick a strategy that works for you. When you start going through this, you'll start realizing, yeah, this works for me. I don't really like this, so forth and so on. Right? I'm a scalper, right? I like to get into this trade, get my money, get out. All right? So you have day trader, swing trader, position trader. Somebody hold trades for a long time. Set it and forget it. Those are strategies that you will learn. You figure out what works for you. And then you're going to create your own trading plan. So when you find out all of this stuff put together, now I think you're going to be ready to jump in week 3. By week 3, if you follow the guideline and kind of go through this thing like this, you can open a live account by week 3. You can put in your own money, not a demo money, put in your real money and actually start trading. But again, this is not a sprint, all right? This is a marathon. This is a way to change your life. So take your time, right? People go at different paces. So we're not here for competition. It's $7.5 trillion in the market. Enough money for everybody to eat. So take your time, learn the skill set. Now, there are other platforms that you could probably try to utilize, but I can promise you these are some of the prices that I found for them. That don't work. And the reason why they charge some of these prices, you can even Google it yourself, is because of what I just showed y'all in trading. Right? If they know you can make $1,000 a day or $12,000 a week or $500 a day, they know you can afford to pay that and they want to make money off of you. That's why Tradera is the best platform. It's $99 a month. And I'm going to show you guys in a few minutes because there's another part of Tradera where you can get that for free. And then once you get that in, you can be $15 a month, you become an independent business owner. So once you get your membership, you pay your $99 and you get in. If you refer 3 people, Tradera says we'll give you a membership for free. Okay? That is a beautiful thing. Because when you start trading, making that kind of money, guys, you're going to refer 3 people. You're going to tell more than 3 people. I assure you that. Okay? And even if you think, oh, I ain't going to tell nobody, you start making $12,000 a week or $1,000 a day or $500 a day, your lifestyle will change. So people will ask you, what are you doing? What you got going on? So why are you not going to give them the opportunity so they can empower themselves like you did? Well, guess what? You can do that and still be compensated for it. Yes, because guess what? After you get those 3 people and you say, you know what? I don't want to pay $99 anymore. I don't want to pay $99. I'm going to refer 3 people so that they can change their lives because I want to help you change your life. All of a sudden, those 3 people decide they're going to get 3 people because they don't want to pay $99. Well, guess what? At that point, you are brought in 12 people. All of a sudden now, Tradera is paying you $500 a month or $125 a week. There's a referral program. Then those 3 people get 3 people. And all of a sudden, your residual money goes up to $1,000 a month, then $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, $100,000. Just from 3 people, talking to 3 people, getting 3 people in so they don't have to pay $99. Now, this compensation plan goes even higher than that, okay? They just actually came up one that goes way up to $1 million. But some people's mindset can't handle that because we have been conditioned to not understand how money works. We've put a cap on money, right? We have put a money cap on your career, all right? I make $100,000 a year. Why not make $100,000 a month? Nobody says you don't have to do it. Money's like running water. It just keeps going. Now, where it flows depends on you. That's just how it works. So this is kind of like the compensation plan for that, guys. It's a wonderful thing. Again, get 3 people. Who gets 3 people? This is not even trading. This ain't even trading, y'all. This is something else. Use your residual money to trade in the market. You got 2 ways to make money. You do this, you will never be broke again. Never. There's no reason why you should be. You're empowering somebody's life and you're getting paid for it, and you're learning a new skill set, like a day trader, which once you can go work for one of them companies like Fidelity or something like that, being a trader if you want. Once you learn the skill set and get certified and stuff like that, why would you? You can work for yourself. You can bring people into the business, right? And then when you start getting residual money, right, you start paying $15 a month. That's your IBO, so you can get the residual, but you also got to put $99 back in so that you can get access to the back office so that the company makes money. So you're really not even paying that $99 putting back in, because you're only putting $99 from a residual money that you're getting from the company. So the company paying themselves like 2 times. That's how that works. So at this point, what you got to do is get in there. For people who are already with Tradera, now you understand the product. Now you understand what you paid $99 for, what you signed up for. You signed up for the trading element as well as the referral part of this. So $99, you're making money 2 ways. So get back with the person that referred you tonight. Let's get you signed up. If you're not part of Tradera signed up already, let's get you in, let's get you started, and let's get you into our beginners trading class that we're going to be starting next Tuesday and Thursday. So next Tuesday, we're going to start a beginners trading class. So those who are already in Tradera, start getting ready for that class so that you can learn some of the basics of trading. All right. So Megan is getting ready to have a call here, guys. But if you have any questions, we'll go ahead and pull the camera back on here, and then we can go ahead. You guys can go ahead and can talk to me. Talk to me, people.